Hello, students. Today we're going to talk through the supply scenarios so each one of you can figure out where you are and what you need to look at. So let's take the first scenario. I'll let you go ahead and read it. So what's happening here? Well, we have a new technology, a new system, but it takes a lot of work to set up. So the question is asking immediately after robot implementation. So what is the supply shifter at play? Well, the supply shifter would be a new implementation of technology, okay? And this is going to lower supply for a short period of time, and just slightly. I mean, it's not going to lower it by a lot. So you're going to have your supply line here, right? And it's going to just decrease slightly. It's going to go in a little bit, okay? So scenario 2, the price of pizza ovens goes up. So what is pizza oven to someone who makes pizza? Well, a pizza oven is a resource I have to have in order to do it. So if the price of pizza ovens dramatically increases, so it all of a sudden goes up high, the supply of pizza will go down because you have a resource that is now more expensive. So again, you're going to have this supply, this S2, that's going to be pushed in because at the same price, let's say we have a price here, at a given price, you have less quantity than was previously supplied. The supply shifter at play is an increase in the cost of a resource. Scenario 3 was Nike. A new program to train the employees that allows them to work 1.5 times faster than they did before. What will happen to the production of Nike shoes? Well, I think that's pretty obvious. Production will go up. You'll have an increase in production. Why? What's the supply shifter? Well, it's productivity. You have new productivity. So here's your S1. You'll have an S2. That's out here. Here's your S2, which shows that at the same price, you are now able to supply more. All right, scenario 4, due to a budget surplus, the government lowers taxes on cars. So if taxes go down, what's going to happen to production of cars? It's going to go up. What's the supply shifter at play? Well, it's taxes. I mean, that's pretty clear, right? It's taxes. So you're going to have this. You're going to be moving your supply line out because you to an S2, because at the same price, you have more quantity supplied. All right, 5. The government gives subsidies. Remember what a subsidy is? It's when the government gives a company money to solar panel companies to encourage more solar energy. What's happening to the production? Well, what happened to the supply line? Well, if the government is going to give you money, you're going to produce more. That makes sense, right? So you're going to have this same graph. You're going to have an increase in supply. This is a supply shifter. The supply shifter at play is going to be government subsidy, okay? All right, scenario 6, because of a report linking lead paint to health risk in infants, the government cracks down on the use of lead paint in children's toys. So this is not how people feel about the lead paint. This is what the government is doing. The government is saying you can't use lead paint anymore. What will happen to the supply curve for children's toys? So the answer here is this is a government regulation, and this new government regulation will cause supply to decrease. So you'll have a decrease, and I'm sorry for the waviness of this line, but you'll have a decrease in supply. It'll go into an S2 here, okay? What's the supply shifter? It's government regulations, okay? Scenario 7, 7 new pizza places open in a town that previously had 1. What's going to happen to the production of pizza? Well, the answer is it's going to go up. There's going to be more supply. Now, some of you are thinking ahead and you're thinking, oh, wait a minute, but maybe some of them will go out of business. Well, maybe so, but we're ceteris paribus. We're taking it one thing at a time. All other things being equal, we're going to assume that this is going to cause an increase in supply. So for the same price, you now have more pizza being supplied. Okay, what's the supply shifter? Number of sellers. Scenario 8, the price of laptop doubles in a 2-month period. What will happen to the production of laptops? What's going to happen to production of laptops? Well, what do we have here? Is this a shifter? No, it's not a shifter. Look, because it's the price. The price of a laptop goes up. What's going to happen to production of laptops? There's going to be more laptops produced. What is happening to the laptop market? Notice the question. I'm not asking for a shifter here. That's because there is no shifter. Okay, so what's happening to the laptop? Well, here's your supply line for computers. What's happening is here's your price. The price has been raised, it's gone up. Okay, the price has gone up. So this means that previously, maybe they only supplied this much. Now they're supplying this much, right? Because this is at a higher price. So you can indicate this with just an upward arrow and a movement from a P1 to a P2, a movement and an upward price. Okay? Thanks so much.